Cool. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and just take a single together. So we're gonna go ahead and start from here. Left hand is under. I'll mirror you guys. Left hand is under, right hand is over. Let's go ahead and go dip. Dip, dip, dip. And we'll feel that push, lift, single. Push, lift, single. Everyone go ahead and try it. And make sure we're already getting used to that swing down as we're releasing, working on that tracking, going straight up and straight down. Good, do a couple singles. Beautiful, good. Move through doubles now. Same exact thing, feeling that swing up and focusing on how your rifle is releasing directly out of your hand. Focusing on the straight up, grab. Making sure that your hand is feeling drive upwards, grab, not go anywhere else to make this happen. And again, drive upwards, grab. Cool, and then after you have that, you move right on to triples. Same thing, make sure this right hand is finishing out completely and pushing all the way down and finishing out. Even if you're not told to push all the way, your hand should still be going down. So make sure we have that picture as it's in the air. Good, and then also make sure we're already working with that right hand to make sure that that free hand stays down. Free hand stays down. During all these tricks, your free hands are gonna be super important. Good, let me scroll through and just check really quick. Make sure we're all good on those triples, yep. And remember, even if you can't do a triple, try it on double, it's totally fine. Good, Valencia, yeah. I see your left hand going up a lot faster already. So there's a change from the last class that I saw you in. So making sure that you're stopping it just right here though, to go up, not all the way up there. Cool, okay. Let's go ahead and get started with our first thing. So exactly similar to the flag thing that we just did. We're gonna be going 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna be releasing on and 1. So we push on 8 and, we release on count 1 with those knuckles up. We're gonna take this right arm over there, so it's gonna be opposite, and we're gonna go over and catch. So the right foot just pulls to coupe. I get a little bit of a lean away with my left shoulder dropping down, and then my right arm is just making a full sweep and down. So I go around and down. So now if I try it with a triple, you'll notice it's kind of gonna be hard a little bit with the triple to finish out that arm. So it's really gonna force you guys to make sure that you're pushing that arm quick into that grab. So I'm going here, open, grab. Everyone go ahead and try that. Everyone go ahead and try that. So you're releasing on that count 1, doing the arm on count 2, and then catching on 3. Yes, so a lot of you guys went too slow, as you felt now. With this amount of body underneath just a triple, it's gonna be super hard. So make sure you're pushing speed and in. Up, speed. Yes, Julia, that's closer. Just go faster so your arm can finish. Yeah, good, good, good. Keep going. Yes, good, Danny. Good, Alexis, yes. Okay, so one thing as I'm watching Alexis is she's doing a really good job of making sure that releasing, and then doing the arm fully into this catch. A lot of us right now, we did this body beautifully when we're without the rifle, but now we're doing this. See how I'm going so slow that my arm is not able to fully complete. So you want to make sure you're getting that full circle quickly. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense? Yeah, good. Go ahead and try it. Keep trying it. Good. And now after you get it with the triple, put it higher. And now when you go higher, I don't want you to do this arm at the same speed. I want you to slow it down the higher you go. So if I'm doing it on a 5, I'm not going to do it like this anymore, because then I have all that time and I look so awkward underneath, you know what I mean? You're going to want to fill up all that space by going up, around, grab, and see like how long you can do that body on those higher tosses after you get it on the triple first. Good, Alexis, so good, yes. And now I want us all to practice as you're getting better. Good, Seren. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. I want to make sure we're all practicing also that lean away as you do it. Remember, a trick is cool, but how can you make it even cooler? You know what I mean? Like this is going to look a lot better than just doing this. You know what I mean? That lean away adds a little bit of style to it as you do it. So add that in too. Good, Britt. Yeah, very good. Yes, Julia. Good. Yes. Make sure we're all working too as we're going through our catches. Make sure that this catch hand, like everyone put your hand down here, like you're going into your catch. Yep. So now when I feel this, I don't just feel my hand come up, because then I'm going to feel this. You know what I mean? I feel a little bit of my right hip also pushing in to my catch. I don't literally like hip pop it or anything, but I do feel that driving from that hip so that my hand stops. So that we'd stop getting this effect when we're tossing and we start getting this, where it just literally stops in place and it doesn't continue. So push that hip into your catch to help with that. Good, yes, a little bit too high for you, Danny, just a little bit. Yes, yes, Julia, it's so much better. I see you really working to get that arm fully around. That's good. Good, Nicole, take a little bit longer with your arm, just a little bit. Yeah, it's really close, Valencia, really good. Good, Hannah, that's really good. Make sure you don't just stop your arm here. Try to go all the way around and then grab, yeah. All the way around. Yeah, do you feel it, how you're touching shoulder and then going to the catch? Try to feel full sweep. Good, okay. Let's go ahead and try this all together. And I'm just gonna count the like setup and like the release and everything. I'm not gonna count the catch because we're all doing different tosses, you know what I mean? The focus is your trick. So this is why I really want you to focus. If you're doing a triple, you're focused on speed. You're focused on how quickly can you do tricks and still keep it to that full value that it has in the choreography. Does that make sense? And if you were doing higher tosses, you were supposed to be working right now on how long can you do the trick for before you have to catch. Does that make sense? Because we're all taught, I'm sure, to make sure that you're catching either here, right, or here. But it's always at the last second. So same thing here. You don't have to set up and try to go catch the toss 2 counts before. You can take your whole time before you go. Let's try it all together. Here we go. I'm going to do it on triples all the way up to 6s, and then we'll move on. Here we go. Dipping on 8, 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, set and up, 2 and 3. Good. Let's try it again. Same thing. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and good. And again, I'm going to do it on a 5 this time. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. And last one. Remember, you're doing it on whatever toss you want right now. I'm going to do a 6. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, awesome. So that's a little quick way to already get you guys working, not only moving the arm, but separating, get water right now too, but separating yourself from your rifle for a second. You know what I mean? And really understanding that even though you're disconnecting from the rifle, you're still coming back to that exact point to come catch. Does that all make sense for everyone? Yeah, good. Cool. Make sure you get water really quick, and then we're going to move on to our next thing. And then if you have any questions about anything, just like normal, you can ask, put it in the chat, ask a tech. And then we're going to do something too in this class that if something helped you, if something that I said, some type of detail, something that you learned in the past, something that just in this class right now helped you get this trick, put it in the chat. You know what I mean? It doesn't just have to be the tech's responsibility to help. You guys can all kind of give comments and help each other as we go. Does that make sense? But don't be correcting anyone. Just be like, good job. Cool, let's go ahead and try some flourishes this time. So now, do the same thing. We're gonna go here, setting up for our toss. Beautiful. Everyone just go ahead and do a single for me, but catch it with one hand at the shoulder level. Just caught the shoulder level, good. Now from here, we're just gonna go ahead and dive down. So I'm here in that right hand. From here, I'm just gonna flourish and grab. Good. So now try it with that single. Actually, everyone go here really quick. Don't even do a single. Do the tracks that we learned, push pass and across. It's that same thing. When I'm catching at that shoulder level, I am just going into a 3-track. That makes sense? So everyone go ahead and try that on your own a couple times, practicing flourish. Good, and then you can try it with that single too. In. Good, and now move up to a double. So you go up, grab, And now the reason I put you guys back on singles to learn this was to make sure we all understood that we're supposed to catch at the shoulder level. Shoulder level catch for these flourish catches. And then from here, I dive down to the waist level. And obviously you can kind of go wherever you want from here. If you want to go straight out, you can. If you want to catch and just go like straight down, you can, but I do shoulder and down to waist. Good, Seren? Yeah, good. And then same thing, move up to triples. Exact similar concept where you catch at that shoulder level to move in. Everyone go here one more time. Everyone go here like this. I want us all to try this flourish again, but I want us to push our hand this way, like just straight out. So try doing this, but keep that arm bent. Go ahead and try it. Do we see how awkward that feels? It feels so uncomfortable to do, right? Like there. So make sure from here that you are diving down. Don't make it uncomfortable for yourself. Dive down and in. I promise you, like as this rifle is impacting you too, it's gonna be really hard, especially as you start getting into those higher tosses. If the rifle's coming straight down, it's gonna be hard to impact my hand and go straight to the right. Like if you watch this, it looks so jolty. You see that? I like broke my shoulder. So you wanna make sure that you are feeling yourself dive down so it's not really impacting the hand too hard. It's just kind of falling into a track. So if you see I'm going here, falling into a track. I don't even really feel it hit my hand too hard because it's going right into the next thing. Yeah, keep trying it. Yes, Britt, yeah, that's it. See, it's going like butter now through that flourish, good. And remember, after you get it on one toss, if you're comfortable with the next toss up, go up a rotation for everyone. Good, good, good. Good, Valencia, that was really good. Good, Nicole. Yes, a lot of you are really good at this one. So we're gonna move on from this one because you all are pretty solid. So you wanna make sure, just remember the two big details is catching at shoulder level and going down to waist level. Those are the two big things that are just gonna make it comfortable so much for you as a performer. Make sense? Beautiful. If you need a quick water, you can, because we only spent like 5 minutes on that one. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. And the next one is gonna be turnaround. So we're gonna start turnaround under our tosses right now. Cool. You're all good? I see everyone pretty much. Yeah, it's awesome. So now, let's go ahead, set up this rifle. Everyone just take a triple with me. We're all just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, set, and 1, 2, 3. Good, last time, same thing. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, set, and 1, 2, 3. Good, now I want us to step our left foot directly behind us. And we're gonna do the same triple, here we go. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good, let's try it again. I'll come a little bit closer because I see that there's like a glare from the sunlight on my screen. So I was in this triple, I just stepped back with my left foot like this. Let's try it again. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good. The thing, remember, that you're focusing on is how does your triple feel right now? How does it feel to release it? Not thinking just purely counts, thinking release my rifle for this triple. Last time. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Cool. So now from here, our legs are crossed, obviously, for a reason, because from this moment, when you release on 1, all you do is unwind 2, and you catch on count 3. So that's why our feet are set up like this, because it's not like flag where you have to do that pencil turn. For now, to get used to turnarounds first, you can kind of start already kind of halfway there, release, and then you twist, and now you're getting used to that turnaround feeling without having to actually turn all the way around. But we'll do those versions in a second. So go ahead and try this. So you're releasing on 1, turning on 2, catching 3. Be prepared for your rifle to hit the ground a couple times. Yes, go ahead, try it, keep trying it. It's gonna be scary at first, and it's probably gonna feel a little scarier than flag, and it's okay. Keep trying it. Julia, that was already so close, wow. It's a little bit over in the rotation, but that's literally so close. And if you don't feel comfortable, honestly, if you don't feel comfortable doing it on a triple and you can do a higher rotation, do it on a quad or a 5. Yeah, so Seren, you're releasing and turning at the same time. Yeah, so make sure that you are feeling that release on 1 and then turning on that count 2. Remember, toss, turn, catch. Toss, turn, catch. Yeah, so Valencia, go here again really quick and go to those feet. Make sure when you're doing that you're just doing this. Unwind really quick. There you go. Yeah, so do it like that with the body, because right now, and this goes for a lot of us too, this is also why I like to have our legs here, because a lot of us, when we do turnarounds, we do this. We go release and then we walk away from it. Does that make sense? So that's why it's also helpful to have that cross and get used to that, so that you stay in the same place to do that turnaround in the same place. Yes, oh my God, Valencia, that tracking was so good. Just pull it back towards yourself a little bit. Remember, if it's hitting the ground pretty consistently on triples, you can raise it higher. You can try a quad or a 5 right now to give yourself more time underneath. It's no big deal if you don't want to do it on triple. Remember, the class isn't turnaround triple, it's turnaround. So do it on whatever you need to practice your turnaround. Oh, Britt, you are so close. I think your rifle's a little bit over, maybe. It looks like it's a little bit fast. Oh. Good. Remember, yes, Britt, that was it. Good. Yeah, just work on that rotation. Congrats. Good. Julia, make sure you unwind. Unwind and make sure you're on even ground too. It looks like you're on a little bit of a hill. Yeah, it's good. It's going to be hard to turn in grass. That's why, like I told you in the flag class too, I have mud right here. It's hard to do these turns in grass. So just make sure you're careful, because your ankles can catch on the grass. Oh yeah, that was a good catch, Julia. Dang, okay. Good, Danny. Yeah, you guys are getting it. Good for you. Yes, Alexis, your catches are really good. You get really in with, like, it looks really good, your catches. I love it. Yes, Seren, that's it. Congrats. Good. And now you just really want to work. Yes, you just really want to work to make sure after you release that you hold still as you turn. Try not to release and have your arms move during the turn. Yeah. So yeah, you did the turnaround, you did the toss, and you did the trick. Congrats. Good. Yeah, a lot of us are getting it. But remember, even if you're not, it's okay. You'll have this recording. You'll have this recording. And don't worry, it's not recording on gallery view or anything either. It's just recording me right now as I'm talking. So it's not showing anyone else. Oh, gotcha, Seren. Yeah, that's totally fine. Do it however you need to be comfortable. But you know the turnaround, so it's great. And then you just want to work on your own to make sure you can do it on all kinds of tosses. And then that's a big thing too. As we learn all these skills, you want to make sure you're applying it to different tosses too. Yeah. Cool. Let's go ahead and try this all together. A lot of us have it. Go ahead and try it all together. So we're here with that foot behind us. Remember, we're going to dip on that count 8. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good. And again, same thing. 2 more times. Actually, I'm a liar. 3 more times. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Good. Last time. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's go ahead and try that one again. Let's try that one again. Last time for realsies. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, and up, 2, 3. One more time. One more. One more. Here we go. Really focus in on all the details that we learned. Focus in on making sure it's spotted directly up with that left hand. Yes, and then you're separating the toss from the trick. Here we go. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, and up, 2, 3. Yes, yeah, okay. So many, come get water. So many of you were so close. Many of you got it, which is brilliant. You want to make sure that you're just working on the speed of the turn. You don't start changing things. Does that make sense? So a lot of what's happening for a lot of you is that it's not that the turn is bad. It's just that maybe your tosses aren't as consistent. Does that make sense? So when you're coming around from the turnaround, you're not used to seeing them at these different angles yet. So the more reps you do of turning, the better you'll get at these, and the more consistent you'll get. And then put them on higher tosses too. It's hard to do these on triple, but it's a great way to start getting the speed of the turn. Does that make sense? Yep. Remember, if you have any questions, or if you have something that helped you get a turnaround just now, or even in the past, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat and help someone. Remember, you don't know what comment that you're gonna give can help someone across the country. And if you've taken my classes before, you've probably heard that statement like 30 times now. Cool. Next thing we're gonna be working on is behind the back catches. Yes, Alexis, thank you. Always remember to toss, then do the trick. That's like the biggest thing that I try to teach about tricks first. Oh, good. Yes, saying straight up out loud instead of one and. Got it. Yes, no, that's cute. Yeah, reminding yourself and affirming what you're doing with your left hand will definitely help you go straight up and not track during your release. Very smart. Yeah, so all these little things, try, you know what I mean? Even if you're like, oh, that's not gonna work, try it. You never know if it might work for you, even though you think it doesn't. So let's really quick go ahead and start working on behind the back ones. So we're gonna start here with this left hand under, right hand over. Left hand under, right hand over. We're gonna start on the single, yeah. So we're gonna be going dip, and we're gonna be going single, grab. And just catch your single at flat. Good, here we go. Ready? 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Good, one more time, 5 and 6. And now let's go ahead and catch it here. So you're gonna catch like you normally did, but you just keep it going. Yeah, good. You're going 1, 2. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Good, beautiful. Make sure it's a little bit lower, because now from here, go ahead and bring this right hand around. Go ahead and grab with the left hand, like this. Yep, bring that right hand around and grab on that neck, right behind your back. So with this single, this is why we're trying it on the single first, and you can slow the single down. You wanna make sure you're feeling up and grab, same thing, up and grab. So I'm waiting, just like I did if you took my flag class an hour ago, then it's that same thing where I am waiting for the butt of the rifle to go up. So I'm waiting for that moment. Up, this moment right here, and then from there it falls into my hand. Butt up, grab. Everyone go ahead and try it. Butt up, grab. Yes, and make sure you float it. Yes, Danny, that was it. Good. Good, Seren. Make sure you float it. Make sure you float it. Make sure you're doing it on that single. Valencia, go ahead and turn. You go release with your left hand, turn over your right shoulder, and then catch with your right hand. Yes, and then, okay, so this is another thing about behind the backs, is a lot of people do think because I'm catching behind the back, I don't have to look at it. Watch my head the whole time that I do this. Do you see I'm literally watching, and I'll do it facing this way. I am watching the rifle literally every single second of the way until it hits my hand behind my back. Do we all see that? Yeah, so everyone try that a million times on your own, making sure that you are watching that rifle so that you can make sure it goes directly into that hand. So Valencia, yeah, so really quick, go ahead and go release. Yeah, pretend you're releasing. Now literally just take a left foot step. Yep, and now keep your head facing this way and catch like this. Yes, so you're trying to turn your head to this side, so you're getting this effect. Do you see that? But it's not that. You don't have to do that much. It just goes here. See, my head stayed that way. Yeah. Grab. Yes. Okay. Yes. So now you're going to be able to catch it with that right hand. Just get it closer to you. Yep. Now don't do too much though. Remember, it's just a single, so it's just here. Super, super soft. And you guys don't even have to think about throwing it like a single right now. Literally think about floating. Literally think about going down, up, float. If you don't have it yet, you know what I mean? Work on that. Yeah, Valencia, they're just so fast. Even I wouldn't be able to catch that. That's hard to do it that fast. So make sure, yeah, you slow it like that. Yes. But remember, it's just coming, like go here. Go like this really quick. Just do your single. It's just that. So do you see how little that feels? Yes, you don't change anything. It's just that same single. Yes, and this is already our biggest concept. This is already, yes. So Valencia, now wait longer. Toss, then trick, catch. This is why my rifle goes so high up for the single. Because you know, my singles aren't naturally here. These are my singles. Oh my God. These are my singles. You know what I mean? So, but I'm doing them up here right now. So high, just so that I have time to put my hand in there and get used to what that feels like. Yeah, so slow it down a lot. You don't even have to push right now. Trying it, just getting used to that feeling. If you have it on the single, then you can move on. Nicole, go ahead and go to your dip. Pretend you're releasing. Take a step with that left foot around like this. Yeah, so step this way. There you go. Yep, and now your right arm will go around the catch. Yes, there you go. Yeah, that's it. So now do you see how your hand is gonna be able to be placed on that neck properly? And that was already really close. So then try it again. Yep, too much. Remember, just that single. If you guys want to do it on double and triples right now, you can too. Keep working. Good, Alexis. Yeah, you can move up tosses now. You can move up rotation. Yeah, everyone too. After you get it on the single, move it up. It's the same. Nicole, it's getting so much closer. It really is. It's touching the fingertips now. Work it in. Good. So after you do it on that right side, or sorry, after you do it on this side, that standard side, move it up to a double. Exact same concept. And you guys can kind of see, like, even when I do higher tosses, my head is on that rifle. Ooh, hit a tree. My head is on that rifle the entire time, all the way until it hits my hand. Up, 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 grab. That way, do you see like how low I just tossed it? Because I had my eye on it the whole time, I was able to make that fix and go down and catch it. But if I'm just looking away, I'm never gonna know information like that. Does that make sense? So make sure we're all thinking that. That was really good, whoever that was. What was that? Hannah, that was really good. Yeah, Hannah, it's so close, just a little bit over now.
Yeah, I think Sharon has a question about what.
Oh, you're choppy. Sorry, you're a little choppy.
Oh. Topic.
Does Seren have a question? Oh, my left hand.
Yeah.
What's the free hand for it? Like after you're releasing it? After I release it, I just put my left hand on my right shoulder. So if I'm going here, I just go up, place, grab. So that you look like this kind of picture when you catch. And then it kind of gives your, instead of your hand just like, you now have a place for it to just place, grab. Good, Seren. Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah, good. Remember, work up those tosses. You can put it however high you want. You can go up freely. I'm not going to take like 5s and 6s with y'all. We're just working on these tricks. So if you want to work it up, go ahead. I'm just working on that technique. Good. Good. Make sure you're trying it. Put that right hand behind that back. Oh my God, Britt, that is so close. That is literally so close. Yeah, it's right there. A tiny bit faster and it'll be perfect. Yes. Oh my God, Britt, it's so close. I'm so excited for you. It's so close. I love it. Okay. So, okay, a big thing. Oh, Julia. Yes. Literally, yes. Congrats. Awesome. Good job, y'all. You guys are getting it. I'm so proud of you guys. So, this is great. This is awesome. So, you want to make sure one of the big things that I always heard about behind the backs is that you have to toss them under, or you have to toss them a little bit over. But let's think about this scientifically for a second. If I catch my tosses here naturally at flat, and I just put my hand behind my back, am I going to have to change my toss at all? No. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have to change my toss at all. So don't think lower. Don't fall into that trap of truly thinking lower. Your instructors probably tell you that because you speed up your toss when you do tricks. Does that make sense? Now that you know how to do that, put yourself out of that mindset. You know what I mean? Toss the quad, the triple, the five, whatever it is. And I'll show you right now. This is my standard triple, right? That's my standard triple, just standard. And this is my triple behind the back is the exact same. It didn't change a single thing. My height, my rotation, nothing at all changed. Do we all see that? Yeah. So make sure you're thinking about that. Don't change your toss. You don't want any other variables in what you're doing other than the different catch. Does that make sense? So when you tell yourself like toss lower, toss higher, toss blah, 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 then you have so many different things to worry about when it really isn't like that scientifically. Does that make sense? So make sure we're all thinking about that as we're going through. Good, Alexis. Yeah, a tiny bit over, or sorry, a tiny bit under, so a little faster. A little faster. Oh, Brittany, I know it's so close. I'm so excited. I love it. I love it. You're working hard. You're getting it. Squeeze that hand as soon as you feel it impact. Squeeze. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, congrats. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, good job, y'all. Good. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and try it all together. Let's try it all together. Here we go. So remember, whatever toss you want to do it on, I'm going to do it on a single up to a 5 right now, and then we'll move on. Here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and. Good. And again, make sure you're giving yourself feedback right now too. Don't just catch and then immediately go into the next trick. Did you catch it low? Did you have to plie to go catch it? Did it track too far this way? Think about those things too so you can start perfecting your trick now. Here we go. Let's do it on a double. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and. Good. Let's try it again. Same thing. Make sure we're not pushing forward. Here we go again. On that triple now. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, set and up, 2 and 3. Good, good, good. And 2 more. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and. Ooh. And again, that one was windy for me. I don't know if anyone else had wind. And on a 5 now. Here we go. Last one we're doing. And remember, you're doing it on whatever toss you want to. I'm just personally doing a 5. Here we go. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, set and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So everyone come a little bit closer. Get some water. We're going to be moving on to our next thing. And our next thing is under the legs. Same similar format as that flag class. So the thing that's really cool about you guys right now is that everyone is working super hard on a different step of the process. Does that make sense? And all of you guys, most of you guys managed to get there. You know what I mean? You managed to get into that trick. If you got it once on a single, if you got it once on just like doing it on a slow single or anything, that's fine. That's a massive step. If you didn't get it yet, that's also a massive step of just making sure that you're going through with that right hand and practicing of where to go and understanding the technique of it. Does that make sense? Because that's always the first step to learning tricks is understanding how to do them. Does that make sense? So if you came to this class to learn how to do them, congrats, you know how to do them. Now just apply it, put it into practical application, and make sure you're working on it. Does that make sense? And as always, feel free to send me videos. Always, always, always. You can send me videos. I'll always give you feedback and stuff. Cool. Let me see. Rennie had a question. Yes, you have to make sure that you're not pulling. Let me show you real quick. This happens to me a lot when I do behind the back, like on higher tosses. You have to make sure that you're not pulling this, like when you pull, I'll come closer. When you grab the rifle, we technically catch it like this, away from our body. But it's the moment when we impact that we pull like this to our body. So that's where you want to practice, is not going catch pull, going catch press. So that's what I think of, and like what I tell my students with behind the back is when I do them, I'll show you like this. I don't go here, because you kind of see, I don't know if you were able to hear it on the mic, but it like hit my back when I pulled it. Whereas if I just press down, now I don't hit my back at all. And you can see it from this way maybe. Yeah, see this? Pull, hitting the shoulder blade versus push down. It's not connected to my body. Do you see that? Yeah, so that's my biggest thing for not hitting your back. Cool. Let's do some under the legs now. So same thing, reverting back to that single. I want us all to take that, let me reverse it. Okay, so everyone's gonna take that left leg across their body, just like this. Yep. And now you're literally just gonna take that right hand under that left leg, just like that. Yep, and you're gonna put the neck of that rifle in that hand. Everyone try that. So take your hand, go under your leg, grab the neck. Good, try it with the rifle, grabbing the neck. Just so you know how to catch, yeah, try it a couple times. Good, and now you put it on a single. Same exact thing that we did from behind the back, is that as you're going from here, for this one, you really don't have to, like there's no real definite moment that I'm waiting for. You just have to make sure when you're pulling up your knee that you're actually going through your toaster to do it. A lot of us are gonna try to do this to do it, and then your rifle is just literally gonna hit you in the knee. So make sure that you're going release and you're going through the toaster and up, here and up. Okay, first big tip for making sure that your hand is going all the way under the leg. You actually have to make sure that your hand goes all the way under the leg. From here, you can't just do this and expect your rifle to land perfectly every time. You have to give yourself a lot of slack right here and push the arm through. So now you have all this room. I know this looks so weird, but you have all this room to now go catch. Does that make sense? So make sure as we're going through that, we're going here and we're shooting that arm through. That way, if my toss is high, I can still get it. And that way, if my toss is low, I can still get it. Does that make sense? Keep trying it. Push that hand through. Make sure you try it. Remember, just like behind the back, try it on a floaty or toss first too. Yes, Soren, that's it. Good. Good, Julia. Oh, try it again. Try it again. So you're grabbing with your hand too low. You're grabbing like down here. You want to grab where your knee is. There you go. Yes. Too much on the rotation though. That time. Slow it down. Remember, your single should feel like this right now. It shouldn't feel like this. We're not doing fast ones currently. Slow it down. Yeah, Valencia, too much. So, second big thing, you want to make sure your leg does not go up too early. Yes. So I know I said earlier that you can kind of put your leg up whenever you want, but you have to imagine that if I'm putting my leg up right now, look at all this time I have to balance. Does that make sense? So you want to make sure you're trying to wait till the last second, up, leg, grab, to put those under the leg. Yes, just squeeze the core. Definitely squeezing the core. And then feeling that same thing as when we're doing our turnarounds on flag, how we feel that string pulling us directly upwards. Similar thing, feel that string pulling you upwards as you go into that catch, and feel that heel press into the floor So you're able to balance in this position. And I would honestly try and challenge everyone to just stand in second really quick. Everyone just stand in second. And I want to see us go quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Good. So if you were able to hold that, that's all the balance you need for now. Yeah. Let's try it one more time. Let's go 6 counts. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. So even me, I started falling off that balance. Yeah. So you want to make sure when you're going all the way up, that's probably the longest 6 counts is the longest you'll ever probably be in that position, because after you catch, you probably will go into something else, obviously. But yeah, that's a good way to practice that balance of making sure that leg can go quickly up, but still hit and still stick. Yeah, good, cool. Keep trying it with that under the leg. Good, Julia. Congrats. Yeah, good, good, good. That was it, Danny. Just don't bring your leg up too early. Yeah, try again. Too much. Good, good, good. Yeah, just make sure you're trying it. Yeah, so then good. And then remember, you keep advancing it. Keep going up to that triple, and then up to that quad, and then up to that 5, and then so on and so forth. Remember, if you have any questions, make sure you put it in the chat. We'll watch a couple more of you. Alexis, you're putting your leg up too early. Yeah, so for all of us, this is the third thing, the third big thing, and it kind of tags on to the balancing that we just talked about, is that if I am putting my leg up so early, I am telling myself that my toss is going to land perfectly. Does that make sense? The second that you put your leg up, you're locking yourself into the space that you're in, because you can't put your leg back down and then run and then put it back up. You know what I mean? So the second you lift that leg, it has to be good. That's why I'm telling you guys, when you're moving around, don't put your leg up early, because if you track, if your rifle tracks this way and you're already stuck, you're not going to be able to go get it. But you can move and then put your leg up to go get your tosses. Does that make sense? So make sure you're waiting literally to the last second as you get more comfortable. Up, lift, grab. There you go, Alexis. Beautiful. Very good. Yep, and then a little bit under rotated for that one. But you got it. You got it. And I'm so sorry if you guys are getting clipped fingers and stuff right now. Sometimes if you don't put your hand enough, it'll come down. So yeah, be careful. Be careful. I definitely know that feeling. Julia. I just see like look at the camera, just like pick up your rifle. Good, good, good. Okay, are we going to try it all together? Yes, Nicole, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay, let's try it all together. Here we go. And then same thing, I'll be doing a single up to a 5. Here we go. So we'll be doing this 5 times. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, set and up, 2, 3, or 4. Whatever count you catch on. And again, here we go. And 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, set and 1 and 2 and. Good. And then just like the behind the back, because we understand the science behind this one, if I'm catching here, it's the same as my waist level, so don't change the toss at all. And triple, here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, set and up, 2, 3. Good, good, good. And again. And 5. 2 more. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3, and. Good, yes, good, good, good. Last time, here we go. Last one. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3. Yes, good, Britt. That's it. Yeah, good. Okay. Congrats. Another hard one, obviously. You know what I mean? That's why y'all are here, to learn the hard stuff. So great job on learning that. Let's go ahead and get a quick water. And we'll be moving on to our last thing before we're done. I'm literally so proud of y'all. These are hard tricks, and just like flag, it's hard to learn so much in one day. So props to y'all. And then remember, if you didn't get it, it's okay. You have plenty of time to work on it. There ain't no rush. Cool. So the last little thing that we're going to be working on before we go into like the end of the class sit down stuff is a 45 toss, catch behind the back. So we're going to be playing off the 45 toss that we learned yesterday in rifle class, which is just the same one as the flag one from the hip. So I'm here on that right hip. My hand's a little bit bent. Remember that I flick out to the wall. Flick out to the wall to do this. I'm going to flick and notice that it's in my toaster right here. And then from here, I'm going to cut over my head. So now I really want us to start thinking about tosses like this as rainbows, like literally. I know that feels so weird to say, but your toss literally, like watch when I do it, it literally rainbows over my head. Do we all see that? It's not, it's very, very similar to flag where it's just literally making a big old U shape or N shape over my head. So everyone go ahead and try that a couple of times. I'll be looking around, checking your 45. Just practice the standard 45 right now. Make sure you have that in the right plane and stuff. And then, if I am here, right, it's just this. It's the small one. So I see a lot of us trying to do too much and you're going here. And it's gonna be so hard to catch that right now for like your first time doing it behind the back. So make sure it's just a single. Too much, Britt, back off just a little bit. There it is. Yeah, that's right, Brittany. Good, Julia. Yes. Okay. So now I want us to go to what we did on flag, where you're going to catch with both hands at the neck at your hip. So from here, you're going to be going up, hip. Everyone go ahead and try that on your own a couple times. So you shouldn't be catching it like this anymore. You'll be catching it down here. Yeah. Good, Seren. Yeah, you're doing it already. So you good. You just keep going. You can keep building on it. If you want to try different 45s, like from different places, you can. Yeah, everyone else, make sure you're trying it. And then make sure we have strap up. Make sure we have strap up to start. So I start like this with my strap up. That way when I release, my strap lands down. Yeah, there we go. And then if you were taught 45s bolt up and you're comfortable doing a bolt up and you're catching the same way as me, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Remember, do what you're comfortable with. Okay, so now let's go ahead and try that with the fake version. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. And again, same thing. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good, cool. Now we're gonna go with the cheater version, where the right hand goes behind the back, but the left hand comes over. So I go 1, 2, 3. And you see how like my rifle would have went too far. So I'm able to tell myself like, oh, I'm catching here. So I need to make sure that the next time I'm going all the way down here. So I'm gonna toss it less so that I hit that spot. Does that make sense? That's the kind of like constructive thinking that we should all be doing as we continue to do tosses over and over again. And make sure you check your chat. You might have some chats from a tech. But if you don't, then it's all good. So yes. I see a lot of it's getting a lot closer to it, really low to our hip. Make sure we're getting it in that 45 plane, remember. Are you pressing the thumb or wrapping? I am pressing my thumb to do this one. Pressing my thumb. And then, yes, it does spin at the angle. So it's just like the flag one, where you have to go up, and I'll do it from this way. It spins here, and then it's in front of you, and that's how it gets behind you, is because the tip from this rotation is coming down behind you like that. And then you're just putting your right hand here. So make sure you cut that 45 softly so it can go up. And sorry, I pulled back a little bit. Let's see. Never done. Yeah, they're hard. If you've never done a 45, it's going to be hard. So you can just practice literally just doing just the 45. It's no big deal. But you want to make sure that you are flicking to the wall, flicking this way, and then you're cutting at that 45. Flick, cut, grab. And again, I'll do it. Flick that arm, flick, cut, grab. So the difference, and the reason I'm saying flick, is because you want to make sure the rifle is disconnecting from your hand and your arm as you're going into the release. A lot of us right now are releasing like this with the arm connected, so then it comes out weird like that. You want to make sure you're flicking, flick, 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 flick up, grab, flick up, flick up. Ooh. I really tried to reverse it just now and it just did not work out. Cool, let's go ahead and try it together. Let's try the cheater version now. So that left hand is grabbing, and this is why I really want you to practice, even if it's going super far away, I want you to practice grabbing and pulling it to where you need to be, so that you know, like, okay, I'm a full arm's length of tracking, so I need to pull it back towards myself, where you know it went forward and pull back. Here we go. Trying the cheater version. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good, and again, same thing. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good, last time, here we go. And 5, and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. I think a little bit too much for you, Julia. Yeah, cool, okay. So now if you're comfortable with it, try it behind the back. Try taking out that left hand, try and get behind the back. If you're not comfortable with it, keep trying that 45, because this is also a pretty hard skill. You know what I mean? This is a skill that like people like to learn and people want to know. So you want to make sure that you're trying this too, of making sure that you're just flicking softly. So Julia, you're flicking too hard so that your rifle rotation is doing this. So you're forced to try to catch it like that. You want to make sure it's super soft. Here, here. It barely goes above my head. Barely goes above my head to do that. Yes, that's all. Yeah, that's all it is. Does a lot less. Yeah, good. Good, yes, 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 good. Cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. Yeah, Alexis, you're super close. You're not too far off. Just keep working it lower. Yeah, it's so close. It might be a tiny bit fast, so slow it down as you're flicking, just a little. Yeah, yeah. So now, yeah, it's landing in that hand now. Yeah, that's it. A little bit too fast that time. Yeah, slow it down like the other time you had it. And yeah, if it's too fast, it's gonna come down and hit you in the ankle if you miss it. Yeah, so try it again. Slow it down. Good, cool. Yeah, you can try it behind the back now too. Remember, sometimes if you're on a roll with how your 45 feels and it's coming out consistent, sometimes you just got to go for that behind the back. Yeah, Brittany, those are really good. Yeah, and then so when you do the normal one, or sorry, when you do the trick, it goes too high. I see you thinking trick, so you're releasing a little bit more energetically, you know what I mean? So it's going too high. Back off a little bit when you're going to that trick. Yeah. Yeah, still tiny bit high. And then for all of us, I don't release right here. I release when my rifle's at this 45. So it is different from flag. I think flag, we're supposed to release at this vertical. But right here, I'm supposed to release right here so that it rainbows. We all see that? But if I release when it's vertical, my toss is gonna fly. Do we all see that? So make sure it's going here at this 45 is when you let it go. Good, cool. Let's go ahead and try it all together. Trying it all together. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. And again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good. And last time. Here we go. Actually, we'll do it 2 more times. I'm a liar. 2 more times. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. And last one. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up to grab. Good, cool. Okay, awesome. So everyone come a little bit closer. Everyone come a little closer. You can get your water as we talk. First of all, fantastic job. Especially if you came to both classes, you know what I mean? You've been outside working for like 4 hours now or 3 hours. So congrats on getting through all of it and learning all these different tricks and advanced things. Remember to advance it. You know what I mean? That's like the name of the game is once you learn a skill, especially in color guard, you have to do your best to try to do that skill, not as much as possible, just intermittently. You know what I mean? You don't have to go in your backyard and throw 700 behind the backs every single day to get good at them. You just have to make sure that when you're actually working on them, you're focusing on the detail and you're focusing on what was said in this class and what you've heard before in your time doing color guard and all those things. Does that make sense? Sometimes it doesn't matter how long you practice for if you're practicing the wrong things or if you're practicing in the wrong way. Does that make sense? So make sure we all understand that. We all made great strides, truly. So many of you guys moved up so many like steps of getting to all these tricks. So many of you guys got the tricks. So many of you guys just literally worked so hard. Does that make sense? So you wanna do now, or sorry, now I would love for you guys to truly, if something helped you, put it in the chat. You know what I mean? If something helped you, or if you saw someone doing a great job, if you, like I saw Julia getting it on her under the leg catcher. So I'm gonna say great job for catching so hard on your under the leg, Julia. I saw Brittany really getting those behind the backs on those, or getting her behind the back triple for the first time on video. Like I'm gonna say congratulations, Brittany, for getting your behind the back. Just different things like that make each other feel great. You know what I mean? Make someone in this class feel good. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a minute. Find someone that you watched maybe throughout the class or saw something positively, and I just want you to give someone a positive comment before we end. I'll give you 60 seconds. And it doesn't have to be general. If you want to give it privately, you can too.
To be honest, I thought everyone did a really good job. I was watching everyone. I'm surprised how you guys came so far in 1 hour.
It's so good, yes. There's so many things to learn.
Yeah. I mean, Britt was really good. You were so
Yeah, you were getting it. Oh, yes, Alexis. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. And as you're finishing up these little chats and stuff to each other, that's what these classes are about. You know what I mean? That's why they're low cost. That's why I invite you guys all here. I try to get as many people as possible so that we can all have fun together as we grow. Does that make sense? So make sure you guys are realizing that too, is bring that everywhere you go. Bring that fun, bring that excitement to learn and all those details and everything you learned here, bring that everywhere you go. Does that make sense? Cool. Does anybody have any questions before we're done and we start learning the sit down end of class stuff? No? Okay. Well, remember, I'll be staying on for 15 to 20 minutes after we learn the sit down thing too. So if you have questions that you want to ask me as an instructor, as a member, as anything you can ask. And then, yes, everyone else, you're free to go. We're going to start working on some sit down tosses right now. And then, yeah, we'll be good. Oh. Oh, but Danny, of course. That's awesome. You powered through. That's hard. That's really hard to do, is to like break your finger or hurt yourself and power through mentally to be able to do it. It's really, really hard. So congrats. Cool. Yeah, and you guys can go back to triples. So we won't be doing like a similar sit down onto the butt. Right now we'll just be doing a level change, knee down. So we'll just be going up, press, down into that knee for now, and then we'll add a sit down in a moment. So you can try practicing doing your triples going onto the left knee, but you can also take a break too. You can take a second too if you're super tired, because we'll get started in about a minute with this one. Of course, Alexis, of course. And Alexis, you're so good. You were very, very good. Keep it up. Cool. Okay. So yes, yeah. It's hard. Mental blocks are hard when you get injured. You know what I mean? Because you're so scared to just do that trick over and make that same thing happen. But it's a gigantic hurdle to be able to jump over. So congrats to those of you who do that. About 30 more seconds, we'll get started. Yeah, there's only about 8 of you on here right now, so should be fine. Okay, Julia. Good for you. You're so good. Good for you. I love it. Oh no. How'd you do that, Seren? Oh no, be careful. Yeah, go get ice or something. Oh, okay, Julia. Still, all the other ones too, you were getting it. That's funny. I just see you just like, like, oh, okay, you can do it perfectly. Got it. Yeah, Seren, are you all right? Are you doing okay? Yeah, okay. And I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. You can tell me. You can totally correct me.
Carol.
Your triple bounce. Oh. Yeah, that's literally the worst. I'm so sorry. That's awful. When your equipment is against you is the worst thing. When it seeks you out after it hits the ground is the worst thing. Okay, let's go ahead and try this ground one. So we're here for the people that are still on. So this is one that does require a little bit of a level change. A very, very slight level change. So if I'm releasing my triple, everyone just go ahead and throw a triple really quick, and I want you to feel your release hand in relation to where you're releasing it on your body. Is it in line with your head? Is it in line with your shoulder? Is it in line with your chest? Where is it in line with? And focus on that and make it happen every single time for that triple. So like I know my triple releases right here. So my wrist is at my chin every single time I do my triple. And I know that about myself, you know what I mean? So you wanna find that for yourself too. So when you're doing things that go down lower with rifle specifically, you wanna make sure that you're releasing just a little bit under that point. So if I release here normally, I'm literally just gonna be like 2 inches under. And that 2 inches, the higher tosses you go, will make a difference. So you'll see, I'm gonna release 2 inches under, grab. You all see that? So feel a little bit less as you push up to that release point. Go ahead and try that. Yep, try it again. Again. Yep. Good. So now one of the big things too about this is you only change this. You don't change the speed at all. So don't think of going low as like, oh, I have to toss it softer because I'm going lower. No, you toss at the same speed, just literally lower. Grab. Does that make sense? But I do see a lot of us go to do that down because we don't want to do too much. Got a tiny bit over, Nicole, but good save. Good, Valencia. So if you release it and go down to the knee with it that low, it'll work out perfectly. Yeah, and then you don't have to cross them either. You just go from the second. Just put your left knee on the floor. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Good, yep. Cool. Okay. So this is, let's go ahead and try this one all together. Because this is like the version of it where this is the start of it. You know what I mean? This is like the basic of it that's going to build upon everything. Let's go ahead and try it. Here we go. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good. And again, same thing. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Cool. So now we're going to go ahead and try another triple. We're going to catch it low still, but we're going to be catching it at the upper 45. So we're going to go 1, 3. Everyone try that on your own. It's the same concept, just now working in different catch positions. 1, 3. Let's try that one all together now. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Good. And again, 2 more. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3. Cool. And last time. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So with rifle tosses, aside from rolling to sit down, I do also sometimes do the sit downs with where I go here and I step back, similar to what we did on flag with the 45. I don't really do that on standard tosses. You know what I mean? I really just do the knee down, or I do like a jazz split. Yeah. When we do the intermediate advanced stuff, or sorry, when we do advanced tricks like next month, we're going to be rolling. Does that make sense? We're going to be working on rolls. So I urge you to try to work on this and see how high you can get your tosses and still catching low. Try to get them on 5s and 6s and stuff like that as you work throughout this next month. And then when we have that advanced class next month, you can see if you're ready for the roll. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's kind of it for this class. We're done. Yes, you're totally free to go. If you want to stay on and ask questions, I'll be on until 3:30. So that's the next, or 3:30 for me. So that's the next 15 minutes. And then if everyone leaves, I will leave too. But if everyone stays, then we'll just ask questions. Make sense? Cool. Good. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now.